Good afternoon, everyone. Governor Wolf, very, very distinguished guests, and everybody celebrating with us today, welcome. Welcome to Penn State, and welcome to Old Main. My name is Neely Bendapudi, and I'm in month 3 of the most amazing job in the world, being president of the Pennsylvania State University. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am today to be here with you celebrating the anniversary of the Military Family Education Program, or I've heard that it's affectionately called the PA-GI Bill. I think that's outstanding. I want to tell you why this means so much to me before I share a little bit about this. Many, many of you I know have hit the genetic lottery. You were born in this incredible country. For my husband of 38 years, Venkat Bendapudi, and me, we were given this gift of citizenship in this country. And so many years ago, we said, how do we ever say thank you for this gift? I know it's not a perfect country. No country is, because after all, we are mortal, not divine. But I genuinely believe this is the best country in the whole world, because for a simple banker, how many people want in, how many people want out? But all of that to say, we decided early on that my cause would be to work with our military families. And I have done this for a long time. Everyone who serves, and especially the families, right? That's really what it is about. So thank you. On the walls behind me, you will see our frescoes. We're incredibly proud of them. These amazing pieces of art reflect what it means to be a land-grant university. And I want everybody to remember, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania has only one land-grant university, and that is us. And certainly, you know the land-grant university stands for social mobility, for economic development, for research that makes an impact. But I'd also like to remind you that that same act of 1862 required us, universities and colleges, to step up and teach the military sciences, which eventually led to the creation of this country's ROTC programs. Now, military science and training have a very, very important place in our curriculum. Through our ROTC program, what our faculty, staff, and students do in conducting defense-related research, and of course, this university has a long and proud tradition of supporting the military. This is not just the classroom programs we offer, but the community coming together to say, we thank you. We know we are only the land of the free because we are the home of the brave, and that gratitude is every day. So today, I'm so proud to share with you that Penn State hosts the largest annual military appreciation event of its kind in the Big Ten. And we are consistently rated and highlighted and celebrated as a military-friendly institution. Even those of you who've known me for just 2 months know that I'm very competitive. I want to be saying that I'm happy we're first in the Big Ten, but I'd like to see us be first in the country. Why not? Penn State recognizes fully that when a service member steps up in any of our branches, that individual, as General Schindler was saying, you get the thank you, but we forget sometimes to thank the entire family, because those sacrifices, the support they need, it's not just the individual, it's that whole family that steps up to serve us. We do support military families. We provide programs and services through our Student Veteran Center, and we have over 50 scholarships that support our military-connected students. And in fact, many of them have military dependent as part of the selection criteria. The creation of Pennsylvania's Military Family Education Program provides Pennsylvania military families, those in the National Guard, with a very important resource to aid them in their higher education journey. We are so excited to be here with you today. I'm proud to tell you over 30 students currently take advantage of the Military Family Education Program. They are at all of our Commonwealth campuses and World Campus. And I have to say, I have a little bit of bias for the Army. I love all of you, but it's Go Army a little bit for me because of the role I played, sir, in putting together the Army University. But I want to say today, what a great honor it is for me to introduce our governor to you. Not introduce, you all know him and he knows you, but to welcome him here. Not only did we have an amazing meeting, I realize this gentleman loves to read as much as I do and very widely, but there's a very special bond. I've met many governors and have been honored by that opportunity, but this is the first governor that I have met who has actually been to our hometown, which is a small town in India when he was at the Peace Corps. And embarrassing to me, I left 35 plus years ago. He knows more about the politics of what's happening there than I do. And now, sir, I was so embarrassed, I said, I need to go see his hometown. I am proud to say I went back to York for the second time in 3 months, and now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a very hearty Penn State welcome to our governor, Tom Wolf.
So how many land-grant universities in Pennsylvania?
One.
Did I do that right?
Yeah, we did that very well, sir. 8 plus.
So the president has been to my hometown twice, so she has a few more to go before she's in my hometown as many times as I've been to your hometown. So I am proud to, it was actually fun when we called to introduce ourselves to each other. You were still at the University of Louisville. And the first thing I said was, yeah, I've been to your hometown. And it's just this dead silence. I said, what? And I said, yeah, I've been to Vizag. And so we got to talking about our mutual acquaintance with India and how much I loved it. So it's great to have you here, and it's great to be here. And we arranged earlier, I could not convince her to call me Tom, but I am going to call her Neely. So
yes, sir.
Thank you for that. And thank you, everybody, for joining us today. And thank you especially to the military here. You're going to be hearing from a few of you a little bit later. And I want to just say how honored I am to be able to celebrate this anniversary here today. We have in Pennsylvania, I do brag a lot about Pennsylvania. I'm a native Pennsylvanian. I love this place. But one of the things that has been one of the greatest honors for me, and I think most impressive, is Pennsylvania has the first GI Bill, state GI Bill in the United States. Now, some of you might say Minnesota had sort of the same thing. They had something similar. Not as good as what we have here, right? So, okay, so, but the point is that what I think all of us are trying to do in the General Assembly, in the executive branch, in government and here in Pennsylvania is to recognize the people who serve in the National Guard and their families. And that while it's one thing, as General Schindler and I were talking, it's one thing to recognize and honor the people who serve directly, but we need to recognize the sacrifices that their families also make. They do the hard jobs. They do the things that require personal sacrifice. And again, it goes for the families as well as the people who serve. Our Commonwealth and our nation owe a great debt of gratitude to all of our Guard members and all of their families. The least we can do is to help those Guard members, and again, and their families, to follow their dreams without the pain of education debt. That's where the GI Bill in Pennsylvania comes in. This important program was the first of its kind in the nation, and while a lot of states, Pennsylvania included, offered tuition support to National Guard members, in 2019, we became the first state, again, Minnesota sort of did a little bit the same thing, but not quite as good as us. We became the first state to extend that support to members of the family. Under the Pennsylvania GI Bill, qualified re-enlisting Pennsylvania National Guard members receive up to 10 semesters of tuition assistance for their spouses or their children. As of June 30th this year, 2,879 Pennsylvania Army and Air Guardsmen have enrolled in the program and have registered 3,357 dependents into the program. We've seen military spouses take advantage of the program to start a new career, to build new skills, to increase the entire family's financial security. And we have seen members' children take advantage of the program to start out their lives with minimal debt. giving them a chance to build a better life here in Pennsylvania, and allowing them to think about this, to buy a house, to start a business, to invest back into their communities rather than spend their time paying off student debt. The expansion of this program to dependents has helped more military families succeed, and while it has encouraged also highly qualified National Guard members to come, and I'm proud to say stay in Pennsylvania. So I want to thank all of our partners in the General Assembly, some of whom are here, and some of their staff are here, for bringing this important bill to my desk. This really was a bipartisan effort, and I'm proud that I was governor at the time to sign this bill. And I'm proud of the excellent colleges and universities here in Pennsylvania, including the only land-grant university in the state, that are helping our military families build a foundation for future success. So I want as many of our Guard families as possible to take advantage of this program. Education is the cornerstone of a good life. It's also the cornerstone of our Commonwealth. So when more Pennsylvanians can get a great education without a lot of debt, we're all of us are better off. Our National Guard members do so much to support our Commonwealth, and this is one way we can support them back. To all our Guard members here and across Pennsylvania, thank you. Now I'm going to turn it over to Major General Schindler. Major General.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Governor Wolf. Dr. Bendapudi, thank you so much for hosting this event today. I really appreciate that. Senator Williams, I'm so glad you could be here today in person. I know you've got many responsibilities, but as one of the original sponsors of the bill, I'm so glad that you could make it and join us. It's hard to believe. It's been 3 years since Pennsylvania lawmakers passed the Military Family Education Program, or as Governor Wolf affectionately calls it, the PAGI bill. Such a program is a tangible show of support for our National Guard families. The Military Family Education Program lifts the financial burden of higher education from our National Guard folks. This special show of support from Pennsylvania to its military is not just unique, it's real support for those that commit their lives to the service and defense of others. Our service members do not serve alone. National Guard families serve alongside our soldiers and airmen. These families are the support system to our Guard members. Most often our families are in the background, but just like our National Guard members, they are always ready, always there. The Pennsylvania Military Family Education Program has an uncommon and most welcome reward for our National Guard families. The program rewards spouses and children with an opportunity. It provides 10 semesters of tuition-free higher education. A military spouse seeking an associate or bachelor's degree or an advanced college degree now has the financial means to do so. Likewise, military families can now plan for a child's higher education, secure in the knowledge they can afford tuition. In my opinion, there is no finer show of support of military families in the nation. Our National Guard, the Pennsylvania National Guard, is the second largest in the nation. We include roughly 18,000 soldiers and airmen. These folks come from every county across the Commonwealth. They're proud citizen soldiers and serve Pennsylvania and its citizens. This one-of-a-kind program is a major benefit to those who continue to serve. Additionally, it has improved the National Guard's retention, strengthened our readiness, and improved the quality of life for National Guard family members. What a privilege to serve in the state of Pennsylvania. Our state recognizes the sacrifices of its National Guard members, and moreover, Pennsylvania recognizes the sacrifices and contributions of our National Guard family members. Governor Wolf, the General Assembly, once again, thank you. This program is real support that our Pennsylvania National Guard members need. Thank you for not just seeing the need, but acknowledging it and taking the action to create the education program. Now I'm proud to introduce to you two co-serving family members of our PA Air National Guard who are currently utilizing our PA-GI Bill benefits. Staff Sergeant Rivera Koya and Tech Sergeant Koya. Yes. Thank you so much. Please come on.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having us here today. I have proudly served in the Pennsylvania National Guard since 2012, and I have worked as a full-time intelligence analyst with the PA National Guard 112 COS Cyber Operations Squadron in Horsham. Since my wife Chelsea and I are both enlisted in the Air Guard, we are fortunate to have numerous benefits available to us. I am currently taking online classes with PSU World Campus, and I am majoring in security and risk analysis via the College of Information Science and Technology. I expect to graduate in summer of 2024, and I love what I'm studying. Before working at the Cyber Operations Squadron, I was pursuing a degree in facilities management simply to be able to say I have a bachelor's degree. But it wasn't something that I necessarily enjoyed. After working in cyber for the last 5 years, I realized this is the industry I want to be in, and my squadron is an amazing place to be for the wealth of knowledge that surrounds you and the endless networking opportunities. But having the PA-GI Bill available for my family is a huge benefit and one that I couldn't resist. It was an easy decision to re-enlist for another 6 years so that our 1-year-old son can use the MFEP program in the future. This education benefit has helped give us both the peace of mind knowing our son will have options available to him when the time comes for him to attend college. Thank you for making this amazing benefit a reality for PA National Guard members and their families.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tech Sergeant Chelsea Koya. I actually enlisted into the Pennsylvania Army National Guard in May of 2014, and then I transferred to the Pennsylvania Air National Guard in July of 2017. So this has been about an 8-year journey now. I am currently a production recruiter at the 111th Attack Wing in Willow Grove, Pennsylvania. I'm actually also excited to say that I will be graduating from this university August 13th. With a degree in security and risk analysis in the information science technology program. And I gotta be honest, this would not be possible, and I probably would have not went back to school to pursue my degree if it wasn't for the Guard. Fortunately, I'm one of the few Americans that will be able to say that I'll be graduating this summer with 0 student loans, absolutely no student loans. And this is all due to the fact of the National Guard's Education Assistance Program on top of the Military Family Education Program. So that's the biggest thing I want to touch on. I actually was one of the members who got this program up and running out of Willow Grove, and I enrolled close to 300 airmen myself in the first 6 months of the program opening. So to be able to utilize this program and help others utilize the program, and also be able to have my son utilize the program when he's only 1 and doesn't even realize that he has these options available to him yet. Hopefully he appreciates it when he graduates. But just being able to have these options for him and him have the opportunity to not have student debt either is just already setting him up for success. So I'm just so thankful for this program. I actually brought a little picture of him, the little guy. So just thankful for this amazing benefit, thankful for the Guard and everybody that was involved in making this program possible. And thank you guys all for coming out, and I want to invite Senator Williams up to say some remarks.
Thank you, Technical Sergeant Koya. I'm State Senator Lindsey Williams, and I am proud to represent the 38th Senate District in Allegheny County. I have the privilege of serving as the minority chair of the Senate Education Committee, as well as a member of the Veterans Affairs and Emergency Preparedness Committee. So the Pennsylvania GI Bill is a program that's extremely important to me and near and dear to my heart. That's why I was so proud to be the prime sponsor of this legislation in 2019. Legislation like this is why I ran to be a senator in the first place. And the PIGI bill was the first piece of legislation that I was a prime sponsor of that was signed into law by Governor Wolf. And so it will always be special to me. And I couldn't have asked for a better first bill, one that was passed unanimously in both chambers with bipartisan support. It's pro-education, it's pro-working families. It has it all, and it just brings everything together for me. And I've heard from other National Guard servicemen and women who have told me that this program has already helped their families achieve their dreams, families like the Riviera Coyas, and every time I hear it, it just makes me so happy because I personally struggle with student loan debt. I have many friends that are struggling with it. I don't think anyone should be struggling with that amount of student loan debt, let alone our servicemen and women who have put their lives on the line for us. So every time I get to hear a story about it, how it is helping people, it just means the world to me. And I can't think of a better way to thank our Guard members and their families for their incredible sacrifices than to invest in them and their education. Because when we invest in education, we invest in their futures and the futures of all of Pennsylvania. It really just serves all of us. So thank you all for your service, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of this program that helps so many Pennsylvanians. And I can't wait to see the amazing legacy that these students give to the Commonwealth. So thank you. And with that, I will introduce Representative Conklin.
It's quite obvious that I've gone further today than I ever thought I'd be able to. I'm with Madam President, the Governor, Major General, the Protectors, the Senator. In fact, when this piece of legislation came to the House, it's a well-known fact. You don't go against the Guard and you don't go against Senator Williams. You do it, and you do it bipartisanly, and you do it as fast as you can. And Madam President, I want to let you know that I'm in a bit of a predicament because I've been married for 38 years to my wife, Terry, who was an Army medic for 6 years. So I'm stuck with the Army. My brother-in-law was Air Force, served Vietnam. My brother-in-law, Army, came back with a Purple Heart. But to stand here with these protectors and be able to follow Senator Williams' lead and to be able to give these individuals that protect us just something to show that we're not just about inner fighting, that legislation is not just about trying to do something for a big corporation, but it's about working together to try to help every individual that protects us. This university, I was born and raised in this area, and I cannot tell you of a day that I have not seen these young men and women in camouflage or be able to walk through and meet with them in different rooms to see the wonderful work they do and how appreciative they are every day for not only serving this country, but for being at this wonderful land-grant university. With that, when you do know your place and you understand that you are the understudy, it's with great pleasure I bring the Governor back up again for any questions that you may have. Governor Wolf?
So, the President and I would be happy to take questions. I just offered you to volunteer.
I have 3 months, I want everything
She knows everything. So, are there any questions?
Just curious, are the military members behind you Penn State students or all?
That's a great question.
Introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself. Penn State?
Penn State. World campus.
Penn State alumni?
We will do that.
And you're aware that Penn State is the only land-grant university?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does that answer your question?
I think so. Yeah, and all have taken advantage of this.
Have you all taken advantage?
Yes.
And are you guys going to Penn State?
They are. I'm speaking for them. Those 3 and Beckham are coming to Penn State.
All right, there you go. Okay. Any other questions? Hard to see how anyone can beat those, but anything else? All right, thank you very much, and Madam President, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It's truly a pleasure and honor. Everybody, can we get